What's up, family? Welcome to mini-bytes session 48, and today's topic is There Are No Sides. My name is Erin, and I'm a mindset and performance coach. If you'd like to learn more about my work or just learn about more about these sessions, or maybe you have a question and want to reach out to me directly, you can visit www.erinjewellcoaching.com. That is www.erinjewellcoaching.com. So today's theme of There Are No Sides is one that I'm still sort of processing, and when I do these mini-bytes sessions, I will generally reference a recent thought or just a recent something that I'm either working through or I have recently worked through. And this topic, There Are No Sides, came up as it relates to whether or not addiction is a disease. And I've recently been working with conversations with some loved ones around addiction, not only because of my own sort of publicizing that I am in recovery, but it's been coming up for a number of other reasons as well. And it's something that I really believe in talking about because my experience has been, it's something that gets hidden quite a bit, in particular in the world that I came from in the corporate sector, in the healthcare sector. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about this idea that there are no sides, because what happens, and I'm going through this experience real time, but when you start to talk about a particular, maybe it's cancer or politics or religion, or here we are, I've referenced addiction, it tends to separate, and it tends to form two sides, a side of sort of believers and non-believers. For example, cancer once upon a time was considered a couple of things. It was considered a mental illness at one point. It was considered a contagious disease at one point. And so there was a point in time when people suffered from cancer and they weren't able to talk about it. Their loved ones and their family members weren't able to share about it and to seek support and to do the work needed to heal and recover from the trauma of having a family member who had cancer. But that's all changed now. And now we realize as a majority that cancer is a disease, that it affects not only the individual and their loved ones. So the same goes for other things, but we see this evolution of how different areas are viewed. But we continue to see, especially with topics that trigger hearts, poke hearts, it tends to separate and segregate. So what I'd like to introduce today is this idea that there really are not sides. And what I really mean by that is that there are feelings and there are opinions and there are belief systems and there are stories that are different, but at the end of the day, we are certainly all connected by something along the way. So even if we're not in agreement on a particular part of an experience, or if we're not in agreement, if I'm not in agreement with somebody else as it relates to politics or religion or whether or not addiction is a disease, it doesn't serve as a reason for me to separate myself from that person. And let me get clear, let me clarify what I mean by separation. When I think of the word separation, I think I am not like you, you are not like me. And in fact, where I can take that word is I can take it to a place where I say, I am better than you because I believe this thing that you do not believe. I am more open than you. I am more spiritually progressed than you are. I am more educated than you are. I have more experience in this area than you do. Those are the places that I can and have gone if somebody else shares a different view than I do as it relates to a particular area. And what I would like to introduce today and invite myself to continue to focus on today is that there are no sides and that there is no reason to separate and segregate, that we are all on this journey connected by various aspects along the journey, and that we continue to embrace each other's differences with love and respect and support. And I just want to kind of wrap, sort of like finalize this session with, there were some hurtful words exchanged as a result of a difference in opinion recently around addiction. And although I believe that we can have our own journeys and have our own way of viewing things in this experience, I don't condone, I do not support hurtful words. I do not support attempts at acting or speaking hurtfully to someone because of what they believe in and how they are showing up in life. And so I am going to continue to make a conscious attempt to honor and respect all beings on their journey. And if I don't agree with someone, that does not segregate or separate, does not make me better than or less than. I love you all. Until the next time.